Evening. What is up, geeks? We are working. And hello and welcome to the New Age Geeks channels. If you're new here, we build an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Forging Fate, the sober D&D campaign set in the critical world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. What's up, Fists?
What's poppin'? I just want to give a friendly reminder to everybody in chat that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in this community that we are growing together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you absolutely can. Just make sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels and join our Discord, where you will find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Sarah!
We love you. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Another thing, the best way to help us out is with engagement. So we'd greatly appreciate if you'd watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, so that these platforms... Oh, and hit that notification bell so these platforms then share us with everybody else. Beyond that, we also have posts going up on TikTok, on Instagram, and Twitter. So if you are on those platforms, make sure to give us a follow for more geeky goodness.
If you're already paying for Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime absolutely free. That scores you a free 1-month subscription to the channel of your choosing. Every month you need to go in and resubscribe to that channel or a new one, but it's a small price to pay, not have to pay a price at all, so use that on New Age Geeks. If you find yourself in a charitable mood, you may subscribe on Twitch, on YouTube, give subscriptions to others, cheer using bits, donate via PayPal. We have a merch shop with dozens of choices for you to buy things for yourself or your loved ones. And we even have a Patreon for you to subscribe to. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
Speaking of sponsors, we would like to thank Factor for sponsoring tonight's show. If you're looking for meals to get delivered directly to your door with zero work, sign up for Factor using our code, which is linked below. It will give you 50% off your first order and 2 free wellness shots. Factor's simple, easy. They have 27 meal options every week. We're between keto, calorie smart, vegan, vegetarian, and protein. So if you're in a rush or looking to make your life a little bit more convenient with your meal prep, use Factor today. We also would like to. We also I cleaned up that promo a little bit. We also would like to thank SonCraft. If you enjoy the music we have going on here, thank you. We highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. SonCraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use our audio stress-free with their pro-level subscription. You get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40+ music genres and 20+ soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But by using our referral link, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your server, then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. We also are going to Gen Con this year. As you can see below, we have a goal to help offset some of the costs. You can click the donate button below in the space below this video to go ahead and donate to that to help get us to Gen Con, just to help offset some of the costs for our wonderful cast members. Where at Gen Con, there will be the Crit Awards, which nominations are now open for. Yeah.
Hooray! They are open. Sorry, I didn't want to take over, but I'm really excited about them.
Go ahead.
Nominations are open today, April 1st through May 31st. There's over 40 different categories that you can nominate for, and we would greatly appreciate if you'd nominate us for maybe a couple of those awards. You can head over to any of the Crit Awards social media, or we will also be reposting links on like our Instagram and our Twitter. So make sure to check that out. For home like categories, for examples, they have like best homebrew, like spell, item, or monster. They have best one shot, best series, best like NPC, best upcoming Twitch channel. So make sure to head on over and check those out. We'd greatly appreciate any nominations we can get. So thank you.
Anything else we're missing here?
Tomorrow.
Say again?
It's our second anniversary.
It's 2 years. We're finally at 2 years. Thank you. Our
That's crazy.
51st episode.
Crazy.
It really is.
And then just a reminder, we have spell shots tomorrow and a pre-recorded session of Queer and Present Danger on Wednesday. So make sure
Next
to.
Monday, we have Goodberry Cafe, and we're gonna play Daggerheart.
And you have all your
Nice.
players and everything?
No,
Okay.
we're getting
All right.
there.
Anyways. Missing anything? Is that it? Did we nail it? First try? Love it. All
Welcome to
right.
New Age Geeks. We get everything right on the first try.
And we never have tech problems.
We
No.
always start on time.
We're a well-oiled machine, guys. 2 years. Nailed it. First try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Let's dive
we
into
should've-
tonight's episode.
We should have cosplayed like each other's character for April Fools.
Aw.
That's a good idea.
I already got the green going on.
I mean, I'm kind of Tristan-y. I just need a sword.
You are
I did it
kind of
once.
I have to shave my beard. When did we go?
All right. Well,
Forging
everyone,
Fates!
everyone take 20 minutes. We'll be right back. I'm just kidding. All right. I think that's all I got. Apparently, ads are going to pop in 10 seconds, even though they popped before. I don't know. Twitch is being weird on me today, guys. So I'm going to pop the intro when this goes. And for those of you that aren't subscribed, enjoy the ads as we recap last week's episode of Forging Fates. That being said, welcome. Forging Fates. And
It's like we like each other, guys.
and we're back. Okay, so picking up where we last left off, Tristan brooded. That was all he did last episode. The team,
Same as always.
yes, the team adventured through Vasselheim, having brought Finnick back. Oh, wait a minute, it's been 2 weeks. So I'm forgetting things.
It's been.
Jesus. So the team returned back to the airship after Finnick had an anxiety attack, seeing the soldiers under her parents' cult, which were walking with the Inquisition. You guys made your way back to the airship, had a bit of a conversation, spoke to Citron, explaining that you didn't feel safe staying in the city for the evening. If I remember correctly. If I'm messing anything up, correct me. From there, eventually you guys made your way back out into the city, did some shopping, or was that last time?
Did a little bit of shopping, I think.
Whisper picking up some items, some clothing for the winter. I remember if that was the
Yeah, I
time
didn't pick it
before.
up yet.
Right. Ordered some stuff.
But yeah.
And you eventually found your way into an inn where some conversations were had with some members of the Hunters Guild. I can't remember their name right now.
Slayer Steak.
Slayer
Steak,
Steak.
thank you. Where Whisper and Finnick?
Clover.
Clover.
That's what it was. I wasn't sure. Had a meeting with them and set up an appointment to come to the Slayer's Take Guild Hall tomorrow around sometime in the afternoon to attempt to possibly become members of the Slayer's Take. You also saw a sign for the Inquisition posted up for asking for any information that might interest them, at which point Gormrog ripped that sign down, taking it, and eventually Gormrog would have a conversation with a individual who was missing a hand and part of his face, who was accompanied by 2 children and a large, another large male. Some discussion was had, and it seemed that this person had some information that you were looking for, giving some hints as to possibly someone in the city that was healing people without any of the church's knowledge or consent. As you all regrouped at the table to
Unregulated healthcare.
Yes, you can never have unregulated healthcare. The government's going to come after you. As they all regrouped at the table, eventually 2 members of the Inquisition made their way into the inn. As the inn fell silent, they began to intimidate their way through the inn, moving closer towards the person that Gormrog had spoken to, though they didn't directly address Gil at this moment. Gormrog stood up and approached the pair, promptly stopped by the larger individual that was with the pair of Inquisition members, and a conversation ensued. Gormrog was threatened with arrest for destroying the sign. Destroying. And eventually sat back down with the rest of the fists as the pair turned and stepped towards Gil. And that where we are going to pick up.
So
It's so great that we avoided combat and avoided conflict in that moment with that conversation. And that was the entire purpose of me handing them that sign. And that's they're gonna keep walking, right, Joe?
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna ask, do they
Buckle it up
seem
then.
hostile walking towards Gil and them?
Roll an insight check. First roll of the night. 50th anniversary. 2 years.
I rolled a
doing this for
50,
50
guys. That's
2
an
years.
18.
18. So as you look
I
at the pair,
remember when we started this 50 years ago.
still the first campaign though, man. It's a lot. Those levels don't pick up fast.
Who controls that?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Good question.
You'd think you guys have leveled up by now, but no, it's still only level 8.
Not that.
As you kind of take them in, Finnick, they don't seem hostile. There's just this air of arrogance and self-righteousness that exudes from them as they step towards Gil. The more hooked-nosed, thinner one, kind of stepping up right to the edge of the table.
How many of them are there?
2.
I don't know if this is gonna be a bad idea.
Probably.
But that's what I'm all about right now.
Mhm.
Cool. I will cast command at the 3rd level.
Oh fuck.
Yep. Okay.
And my 1-word command will be leave.
Which one are you casting it on?
Oh, I can cast it on both of them.
Oh, okay. What's the DC for that?
DC. Oh, and I should mention subtle spell.
Okay.
You should mention
Subtle
that.
spell
Yeah.
this. DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so big guy first. That's a fail. And the other guy. When do they know you're casting command on them if it fails?
If the spell has
Well, you have to say the word too, right? So they definitely will
yeah,
know.
but if
And
it's
if it's
subtle spell,
spelled,
there's no verbal or somatic components.
You still have to
just
say
happens.
the command though.
You can say it in their head.
You know what? Because you can do that. I'll allow it.
Yay. Um, it doesn't say anything about if they fail.
All right. So he just hears leave in his head.
I'm a god talking to them, telling them to get the fuck out. My one-word command is GTFO.
So you see the big guy about face and begin to turn around and begin to walk out. The other one, you see his back go rigid, his eyes narrow, and he turns and starts glancing across the room. Well, interesting.
And I was walking in Memphis.
Command lasts for how long?
1 round.
Okay.
Damn
So, so
Son of a bitch.
after 6 seconds, the big guy stops and turns around and faces the rest of the room now. So, it would seem that someone here doesn't like the work we're doing. Would anyone care to stand up and take accountability for this?
Thought I already did.
You say that?
I gave you the paperback. I don't understand.
The big guy makes his way over to you, Gormrog, and stands directly in front of you. You're sitting down still?
Mhm.
All right, he's gonna punch you. He's gonna swing at you. That's a 20 to hit.
Huh?
Was it a natural 20 or just a regular 20?
Just a regular 20.
Just dirty 20?
It's a
Stinky
dirty,
20?
Filthy, slutty
nasty,
20.
fucking dirty 20.
I was fucking-
Was not prepared for this guy to start attacking you.
Yes, you were. Shut up.
Didn't expect you guys to start a fight.
I didn't.
I
Are you
wasn't
kidding?
starting a fight. I was telling him to leave.
I was like, what else would we do?
He's throwing the first punch, but I started the fight?
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
blame
now.
you. You take
Sorry.
you take 11 bludgeoning damage as he punches you directly across the face.
Hey, that
Yeah, my
wasn't
bad.
nice.
Go ahead.
How far did Whisper, not me, did Whisper see that he was going towards like Gil, and Gil, like, did Whisper put together the situation of what was about to happen, basically?
It would seem like it, yeah.
Okay. Then I have I think Gormog can handle himself, but I know I was standing near Gormog because I was like, oh, what is wrong? And I like stood up when that happened, but Whisper is going to go towards Gil.
Okay, as you move towards him, the other guy, the hooked nose, is standing still at the edge of the table, though he's now facing the rest of the room and sees you approach. I think it's best for you all to not try and fight this, though. Is
With
what it
due
is, I
respect,
suppose.
I just took a fist in my face. I'm not the one trying to fight.
The big guy grabs you by the collar and begins lifting you up.
I'll stand.
Oh,
He's going to go ahead and attempt to trip you. That's a...
Do I make a dexterity save or what?
If you're trying to fight it, yes. It's going to be 19.
It's a hit?
Yeah,
Yeah, that hits.
going to
But like,
trip you. So I think it's athletics. Athletics versus your acrobatics.
okay.
Forget how trips work.
Plus 6 is a 17.
Okay, so you face down onto the floor. Whisper, what are you doing in front of?
Is the other guy holding Gil?
No, he's just standing at the table and facing you now.
Where is Gil?
He's seated at the table. You see him like his
Okay.
brow is sweating and he's like trying to lean back. The bigger guy that's seated at his table, you see him reaching inside of his cloak.
I cast Charm Person on the hook nose guy.
Okay, go ahead. What's the save for that?
It is a wisdom
Of what?
14.
I don't think that's the best idea for you, dear. And you're going to need to come with us now as well.
Coming up.
He is got you pinned to the floor, and he is going to pull out a piece of rope and attempt to bind your hands together.
That point, unarmed strikes. I've got fists, I've got a head, I've got feet. I'm hitting them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
While this is happening, like telepathically to Gil, I'm just telling him to go, leave, now, run, now.
Okay.
First one. 16 plus 6 is, what's that, 22?
Okay. That'll hit.
Make a constitution saving throw.
16.
He takes 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is a 15.
That does not hit.
Okay. Third one is an 18 plus 6 for 24.
That hits.
Make another constitution save.
That is a 19.
And another 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And the last one is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. But I need him to this time make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 16.
That'll save.
All right. Let's back up here. So the hooked nose guy is going to look at you, Whisper, and just say, "Kneel." And you hear this booming voice in your head as he says it. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
He's using command.
Do I counter spell or do I not?
Dice is rolled too late.
21.
Okay. So you hear it boom inside your head, and you feel the force as it almost steps you back, but you don't feel the need to kneel down.
I giggle at him.
Who has sending? Okay.
That's me.
Okay.
I do.
Why should I send a message right now?
No, I'm just curious. All right, Whisper, what do you want to do?
What time of day is it?
Late afternoon.
Okay. I giggle and I cast polymorph on the guy.
Okay. What's the save for that?
3,000.
Capable.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 18.
Damn it.
Get new dice.
Silvery
Joe.
barbs.
God damn it.
Silvery barbs. Okay. What?
And then I'm gonna
what-
give advantage to Gormrog for his next roll.
That's even
They
higher.
probably have crazy high ACs
Damn.
and saving throws.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Clover, did you want to do anything?
I've just been yelling at him. I yelled at him to drop Gormrog. I yelled at him that he wasn't being nice. Yeah, I would like to do something. Clover's gonna get up and say, pick on someone. She's gonna stand on the table and she's gonna say, pick on someone your own size.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you one chance to step away before I get angry.
As you jump up on the table, the whole room begins to explode with movement as people are standing up and like some of them are just running out of the door. The big guy that's with Gil stands up and you see Whisper, you see a blade get drawn from inside of his cloak. And you see him reach out and grab Gil and start to pull him towards him. And the two kids begin to move that way as well. Gormrog, the guy still has you on the ground, and he is still grappling you. He's going to attempt to bind your hands now. So make another
Can
acrobatics
certainly
check.
Try.
So here's a question, Joe. When are we rolling initiative?
Was not ready for a battle.
Thanks to Phoenix giving me advantage on that roll. That is a 21.
Okay, so he is unable to bind your hands in this moment. He is going to use his other attack action, however, to go ahead and try again. That is a 24.
$19.
Okay. Now your hands are bound.
Uh-huh.
And you are grappled and restrained.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I don't think I have much of a choice at this point. I need
I'm sorry.
everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Need to be here right now.
What's that? Ooh, that's pretty high.
Fuck.
So Gil didn't move when Finnick told Gil to move?
He's moving. The guard is grabbing him and pulling him, and they're moving out of from the
Okay.
booth.
Well, useless.
This combat is brought to you by me being a dumbass.
Wait, how did you start this one?
Because I cast command.
Man.
Oh.
Low level spell on very, very high level AC'd and saving throw characters.
Yeah.
Oh man, Interesting's not even there.
It was worth a shot.
Polymorph is not a low level spell.
I was hoping that was gonna work.
So it was
I was so hoping for that to work.
It's okay.
Okay. Can everyone see the map?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm not fucking there.
I'm sorry,
Tristan.
Tristan.
What the hell was that?
What? What is that?
What is that?
I don't
There's
know.
someone
Why-
joining to watch the screen.
Oh. What is it? What's going on?
See the map,
Hi.
thank
Lord.
you.
Okay, how's
All right.
Ow. Oh.
I don't like the glare. The glare is bothering me.
So instead of moving the light, you're moving the
I
map.
can't move the light. The light's attached to something. Can I zoom in?
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
I know. Don't get us shut down
I'm
for
sorry.
copyright.
Just gotta find a way to teleport there. That's what I gotta figure it out and know this.
Christian just happens to stumble into the same place we're at.
Oh hey, I'm thirsty. Oh.
Sees Gormrod tied up on the floor.
And then everyone dies.
No. Nah. No way.
What?
How's that? Is that better?
April Fools.
No works.
Let me know, chat. What do you guys think? Is that okay? Let me see if I can zoom in here for you.
I think you're beautiful, Joe.
I know. At least someone does.
True.
You didn't have to agree so fast, Clover.
My bad.
We can't all look like Jesus.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun.
No.
Sorry, everyone. Just getting some stuff out here.
It's all right. I forgive you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
You're the best.
I know. Hey, you
Whoa.
guys remember when we fought those spiders in the sewer?
I wrote a whole song about it.
A song?
Yeah, Clover did. It was very sweet.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm like lightly vibrating because I cannot just be there.
Sir.
You know, if I had any third level spell slots left, I'd totally send Ascending. However,
I want to do an
Me
astronomy check where I look at the stars and realize that they're aligning wrong and something's wrong in that exact direction where there's an arrow pointing directly to go that way. I want to try that one.
All right. Everyone rolled initiative?
Yep.
mhm.
Did you?
Yeah.
And the owner of this place
Oh
is
no, we
literally
can
like,
see his dice.
Ha-
you know, the owner of this place is literally looking out the damn, like, here we go. Re-renovating again.
All right. Whisper, what'd you get?
16.
Clover.
26.
God damn. Gormrog.
7.
Finnick.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Sorry, +0 is a 2.
I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting that.
Doing great, guys. Doing so great.
When has Finnick ever rolled well on initiative?
I don't pay attention to that. I don't know.
One of these days, guys. One of these days.
What did Hooknose get, and what did Big Guy get?
Big guy got
And what did
16.
Gil get?
Huh?
Big guy got a 16. Hooknose got a 11. And Gil, I will put Gil in here, I guess. Got
Gil and the Goliath.
8.
And his Goliath buddy.
Yeah, I started playing Baldur's Gate, and I'm pissed that there's no Goliath race. That made me tight.
Goliath guy got a 5.
Nice.
And Gil got a 19.
I thought you said Gil got an 8.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said
did I
that.
already roll that one? I'm sorry. So Gil got-
I mean, I'll take a 9T for him though.
I forgot I rolled.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. All right, so Clover, you're up first.
Can I have a free action to speak one more time?
You can speak as a free action on your turn.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Yep.
Okay. Still standing on the table, she's gonna yell. Didn't your mama ever teach you not to tie people up without their consent? And then she's gonna cast Blur on herself. And then she's gonna stay there because she's feeling big and bad. That's all.
All right. That. Okay. So next up
Whisper.
is Whisper.
And he's pulling out a sword at me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm close enough to touch him.
Yep.
I turn to him and I say, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I cast Inflict Wounds.
All right.
Oh, shit.
What's the save for that?
It's not, I roll to attack.
Okay.
Mm. 17 hit.
17 does hit.
All right, I need to find 3d10s. One sec. Two. 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay, so you reach out and touch him. And you see his, as you grab hold of him, you see his skin necrose and rot, and veins bulge around from where you touch. He kind of steps back and pulls out this silver longsword. You're going to regret that, dear. Is that in your turn?
Pulling out making the Nox blade appear, is that a free action?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Are you going to pull the Nox blade out?
Not yet.
Okay. Next up is the monk. I'm sorry, the big guy. So Gormrog is prone, grappled, and restrained.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Without his consent.
True. Very inappropriate.
Give me 1 sec. Let's just make sure I got all these down.
Yeah, that guy's not. And if I survive while this happens, that guy's not leaving his campaign without his head off his shoulders. It's happening.
I had to go back to the old DM screen. Make sure I got all these conditions.
Oh, great.
All right, so he's got advantage against you.
Oh, boy.
Mhm.
And you're at disadvantage on your attack rolls. Unless
Mhm.
the attacker is within 5 feet of you. All right. So he is going to attack you once, Gormrog, with 1 attack. He's going to aim directly for your head and just bring out his fist back and swing directly towards your face. The back of your head, rather. That is a 21 to hit. That hits.
I'm sorry, you asking confirmation?
Yeah, I
whether
would
a
like.
21
I would like to know.
hits?
Does that hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next
take-
character I'm bringing in is going to be freaking hanked out.
You take 5 force damage as the punch hits you in the back of the head, and you just feel boom, explosion of force echo through your skull.
Cool.
What? What?
Clover, he is going
Yeah.
to swing his leg up towards you, standing on top of the table,
Bring
and
it big.
he's going to make his
Sorry.
2nd attack against you.
Okay.
That is
It's a
a
disadvantage.
what?
At disadvantage
Is it disadvantage?
because I'm blurred.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for the reminder. So that is a 12 to hit.
It does not hit.
Okay, so he swings his leg up and it slams into the edge of the table as it moves to hit you. And you see as it hits this explosion of like force damage as it rips off the edge of the table in front of you. But that is going to end his turn. Next up is Hook Nose Man. Whisper. Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Jesus. That's not my strong suit. 10.
All right. So, in your mind, you feel your vision flashes like you're getting a migraine all of a sudden, and your head just explodes in pain as you feel like a fire roiling around inside your head. You take 22 psychic damage,
Holy shit.
and you are stunned.
Great.
TPK. TPK.
Yeah, I'm up there.
It's everybody dies except for Tristan.
Poor Tristan.
Mhm.
No,
Then everyone else
Clover
dies.
won't die. Clover won't die.
Yeah.
He is going to then look towards the guy who is trying to help Gil out, and you see his eyes flash, and you see the guy, the Goliath, clutch over, grabbing his head, and you see his nose begin to bleed out, and he face plants into the table.
What?
Get.
The hook-nosed guy then looks towards Gil and then back towards you, Whisper. So, what was it you said was going to happen here? He's going to reach out a hand and just kind of put it on your shoulder as you're stunned.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Gil's turn. This guy is unconscious. He is going to... He looks towards his children across from him at the table and just yells, "Run!" And the two children attempt to run away as he is going to stand up and try and jump on the Inquisitor. That's a natural 20. So he is now grappled with the Inquisitor, but that is going to end his turn. Gormrog, you're up.
So, prone, grappled, restrained.
Yep.
Can't move. Disadvantage on all attack rolls. Well,
Well, hell.
well, hail. I don't. Oh, I'm a fucking monk. Can I do some like Brazilian jiu-jitsu
Dope monk
type
shit?
shit to reverse the grapple? Like use the rope to kind of restrain him, pull my legs up around him, and I don't know. I don't know how this
Do
works.
it.
I'm an artist, not a fighter. How do I fight, Joe?
So you can attempt to break the bindings, or you can attack with your legs. Those are kind of your two options now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like use my legs to reverse the grapple.
So you want to be able to stand up, is what I'm getting at. Like either
don't
way,
need
your
to
hands are
stand up.
bound. Either way, your hands are bound. So you gotta.
Yeah.
Do like some
hands
Black
bound,
Widow
but,
shit
Yeah.
Right.
with his legs.
I get what you're trying to do, but there's like 3 stages now. You are.
Mhm. So
Your
that's a
hands
no.
are bound, so that's one
Alright.
step, and then being him like holding you down is a different thing.
Okay. So is he like on top of me, or like?
He keep like every time you try to stand up, he's like keeping you down, but he's now splitting his attention between Clover and Finnick as well. So he's not like pinning you down, but he is keeping you down.
Don't let the man keep you down.
You never let
kids.
the man keep you down.
I'm gonna, I guess, kick him in the nuts.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Valid.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
That was a natural 20 and a 4 for a total of 10.
So that will not hit.
No.
And then the second one is a 19 and an 18 for a total of 24.
That will hit.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
And please make a, can't believe I'm doing this, strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
That is a 13.
He is now pushed 15 feet away.
Okay. So you, like, Capybara pivot and like bring your legs out and kick him back, and you see him slide back at the force of your kick. But you are still prone and restrained. Well, your hands are restrained. Just
So no longer grappled.
correct.
Okay. Do. If my speed is 0, I can't stand up, right?
You would have your
standing
speed
up
back now.
causes.
You'd get your speed back now that
Well, restrained says your creature's speed becomes 0.
it's only your
So
hands.
I'm trying to.
It's only your hands, so I'm. We're playing with it in the scene.
All right, then I will stand up
Okay.
and remove prone.
Okay.
That's half my movement, so that's 20 some odd feet. And then I don't have a whole lot of bonus actions I can take. But
How many more attacks do you have?
technically, without burning a key point, 1. If I burn a key point, 2.
You can use an attack action to try and break the ropes if you'd like, with an athletics check or a strength check. I'd say athletics because I'll give it to you.
It's the same number either way.
Right.
But sure, I'll give that a shot. Is that also at disadvantage, or is that a straight roll?
That's gonna be a straight roll. DC is gonna be 15.
No.
Okay. You pull and try and pull against the ropes, and you feel them just wearing down into your wrists. That ends your turn now.
Where am I versus the two of them?
You're here. Big guy's here. Bad guy. Hook nose is here.
All right. Can you just move me over like a step or 2
Which way? This way?
away from my party? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I'm good.
All right. That brings us up to you, Finnick.
Okay. Obviously, I know they're kind of high-level spellcasters, and I'm really hoping this is going to work. But for my bonus action, I'm going to convert sorcery points, so I get a second-level spell back.
Okay.
And then on Hook Nose, I'm going to cast Crown of Madness. Will you please give me a DC 15 Wisdom save?
Alrighty. That is... a 14.
Dang.
So that is a fail. So, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head, and a madness glows in its eyes. The humanoid of my choice must use its action before moving on each of its... Oh, wait. It's not really close to... Is it? I can't fucking read. God damn it, I can't fucking read, you guys. Because I didn't read melee attack against a creature other than itself.
All right. So he
but
has
I
to
wanted
attack the
him to
nearest
go after.
creature.
It will act normally on its turn if I choose no creature or none are within its reach.
Okay.
But it lasts up to a minute.
Okay. So it's just going to attack the nearest creature. Basically.
No, just X as it normally would.
Okay.
But if big guy gets within its reach, he is going to attack his
And
ally.
So he can make long range attacks still or no?
It
Or
says melee
It
attack.
can only be a melee attack? All right. Alrighty then. Does that end your
But I
turn?
think
Did you want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards the what is it, the orc or Goliath guy that's down.
This guy? This guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over that way.
How many feet?
Just so I'm behind Gil.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Top of the round is Clover.
I'm gonna shoot Big Nose with my arrow, with my crossbow.
Okay.
First roll! Look at that!
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Right in the nose.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know you hate that I ask you this every time, but it's roll damage twice or roll damage or tell me
And
how to
double
do
it.
Yeah, roll damage, double it, add the modifiers.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just every DM does it differently.
No worries.
That, and then- That's 50 damage. Oh wait, no, I didn't add the modifier. That's 55 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
You see the arrow rip through his chest, and you see him immediately go to clutch it as Gil is pressing against him now, and he is like, the blood is profuse and it's pouring out of his chest now as he kind of like leans to the side and puts some weight on Gil. And as he coughs, a little bit of blood begins to pour from his mouth. His eyes turn towards you, Clover.
He's not dead yet?
He's looking rough. What else do you want to do?
I'm gonna smirk. I'm gonna use my movement to run across the restaurant and attempt to hide under the other table.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay.
So this fuzzy-looking small creature that's been standing on the table.
Wow, guys, my stealth was actually only a 13. That's the lowest stealth I've ever rolled.
You roll a 2?
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh well, I'm under the table. Y'all can see me though. And that ends my turn.
That's
Oh,
partial cover, right?
Whisper, you are up, but you are stunned.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
So
Same.
it is going to be the big guy's turn.
Big
now.
guy.
I'm gonna call him Ted.
Seeing his partner get eviscerated by an arrow, he's going to move to here. He's going to make 2 attacks against you, Whisper. You are stunned.
Advantage.
Say that again. Say that again.
They're at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. First one. That is a 12 to hit.
Misses.
It's cocked.
It's Mister to you.
Second one misses as well.
Wow.
That was fucking 2 2s and then 2 4s.
Wow.
You too.
All right. He is going to then.
Making Donald laugh is one of my favorite things to do in this game.
He's going to then attempt to move with his partner and try and move in with Gil, but they're kind of like tangled up there. So
Oh
Oh
god.
no! Kill!
Pure chaos.
Oh wait, that was Whisper. Whisper, no!
It is now Hook Nose's turn. He is currently.
Now that Hook Nose is within reach, that big guy is within reach.
Snape.
Yep.
Snape. Severus Snape.
Yep. So he's gonna go ahead and make 2 longsword attacks. As the crown,
Against his friend.
yeah, for the crown, you see it dig into his skull, and you see his eyes flash red as the blood is kind of like pouring from his shoulder. And he's gonna go ahead and make his 2 attacks against his partner.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit. That does not hit. And that'll hit. That's 24.
Give it a wee.
He is going to use both hands on his longsword, and he brings it up and swings it down, slashing into the Goliath's shoulder. You see that, like the Goliath had that pulse of force energy that hits. You see it explode as it hits the Goliath's shoulder. That is. So that's 18 force damage. And then another 8 slashing damage.
Oh my god. Ted.
That's 26 points.
Hooknose just hit Ted.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Betrayal
It's not
among
me.
life partners.
And the Goliath is now looking rough as he turns his eyes towards the hook nose, like, what is happening?
Wait, is Ted also a Goliath?
Who's Ted?
The big guy.
The
The
Inquisitor.
guy on this guy? Did you learn his name?
No, we called him Ted.
Oh,
No, I said I'm calling him Ted.
oh, okay, I missed that. No, he's not a Goliath. He's a human. But the mini right now is a Goliath, so that fucked me up. Sorry.
He's just a big guy.
Just a big man. It is now Gil's turn, and he is gonna look towards you, Whisper. You are no longer stunned, by the way.
Hey.
The stun fades. He's gonna look towards you and it's just like wondering what to do. As his kids run out, he is going to attempt to escape as well.
As my guitar gently weeps.
Which means both of the Inquisitors are going to get attacks.
Mm-mm.
They don't.
Mine? The one that's under kind of madness?
Does he get an attack of opportunity or no?
He gets nothing.
I don't think he gets nothing.
Why would he get nothing? Just to take away his reactions?
Yeah.
It's only on targets that I mentally choose.
All right, that's fine.
Also, I guess, yeah, he could make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay, so then he will make his wisdom save. That is.
I can read, guys. It's fine.
That is a 15.
That's the DC.
Okay, so the Crown of Madness fades. He then is going to use his attack of opportunity. That's a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
That's a 12 plus 7. So that's a 21. That'll definitely hit Gil,
But it's not a crit.
but it's not a crit. He still takes.
12 plus 7 is 19.
Huh?
12 plus 7 is 19.
Oh, okay. What did I say? All right.
It's fine.
That's fine. He is going to take the force damage. 5, 6, 10, 17. So he takes 17 force damage and 10 slashing damage, and drops to the floor as he attempts to run away.
Fuck.
But that is going to end Gil's turn. Gormlog, you're up.
Yay.
I need my hands. Can I attempt to get out of this stupid rope?
Yeah, go ahead and make a athletics check.
19 plus 2 is 21.
That'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Pull, your muscles bulge for a second as you pull against the ropes, and you feel it rip as your hands come free.
And fuck, that's an action. I got a lot of daggers. Holy shit. Got a lot of stuff in my inventory. And that counted as an action to break the rope.
No, it was just one of your attack actions.
I want to use the wand of healing on Gil, but that's
Okay.
an action. So if it took me an attack action,
I think we already said that would count as an attack action to use the wand of healing. I could be wrong. No, I'm thinking of something else. Disregard. Never mind.
So I can't use that this turn.
Correct.
Got it. I don't have other means of healing other people. So point to the bad guys. Oh, they're right next to each other.
Correct.
Okay, and which one's Ted and which one's Severus?
Ted and Severus. Ted's up front, Severus is in the back.
All right, I want to hit Ted.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
And I'm a half orc, which means it's going to do more than it normally does.
Give it to me,
So-
baby.
Oh, nice. Yay.
I was gonna do it if you didn't do it.
Plus 13 plus 3 is 16 points of magical fist damage.
That'll do it.
And how's he looking?
That'll do it. How do you want to do this?
While he's distracted by the fact that his buddy just slashed him across the chest, I'm going to punch him in the back of his head.
Okay.
Bitch.
You punch him in the back of the head, and you feel the back of his skull crack underneath the pressure, and you see his whole body just kind of go limp for a second, and he flops down to the floor.
Bonus action.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to kind of do a sort of spin kick over his limp body and kick the other dude in the face.
What's the range on that?
I'm moving over his dead body.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. I'm just adding flavor to it.
Gotcha.
And that is a 17 plus 6
That'll hit.
for stuff. That's not as great. 5 points of damage.
Okay. You slam into the shoulder that already has the hole in it from Clover, and you hear the clavicle shatter underneath the weight of your kick, and you see the blood just kind of almost slow down because now his bone is pressing down, covering the wound a bit, but you can see the bit of white kind of poking through that opening.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive, but barely.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
That is... That is a 8.
8?
Yep.
He is prone. And that is my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us then to Finnick.
Okay.
If you can heal Gil, please do it.
I'm kind of in a angry, fed up state at the moment.
Why would you be
I'm
upset?
not- Shut up. Um, I am going to walk over to Severus Hooknose.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sort of look down at him and say hi to the Dawn Father for me as I whack him with my sword.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That went off the fucking desk.
Mm.
Whoops. Jesus. He can't save me
Yes, my
now.
child.
That is a 24 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. Don't even bother rolling damage. How do you want to do this?
I said what I said, and I will just impale the sword through his chest into the floorboards.
Damn it.
Ding! It kind of rings as it vibrates inside of him.
Hey, yo.
But that is going to be the end of combat. So now it is just your team's essentially inside of this inn. You hear the whimpering of the innkeeper behind the countertop. And you see Gil there bleeding out on the floor.
On to healing.
Go ahead and mark
I
those.
will
Immediately.
go to the Goliath and do spare the dying.
Okay.
5 points to go.
Okay. See him sit up, his one eye like looking around, looking at you. Who are you?
Hi, my name's Gormrog. We had this conversation already.
I know your name, but why are you doing this?
Because if I didn't, you'd be dead.
But why get
It's a
involved?
stupid question.
You're
Because
gonna
if I didn't, you'd be dead.
they're gonna come after you now.
They're both dead. Chime in from behind.
Kind of looks towards you. There's others of them though.
But they didn't see this happen.
Yeah, but there's eyes everywhere. A lot of people saw what you did today.
Just because people are in charge doesn't mean they should be. Laws aren't always based in morality. We're trying to do what's right, not adhere to what is or isn't.
At the exact moment Gormrog says we're trying to do what's right, behind him, Clover would like to be on her hands and knees, rifling through everybody.
I was gonna do the same fucking thing. Looting bodies.
So if I may loot the bodies,
Sure.
within
I would
the
like to loot
bodies.
the other one.
Of
They
the law enforcement in this religious city. Yeah,
they
it's
both have 10
harsh.
gold on them each. The hook nose has a silver longsword. The big guy,
Wouldn't by any chance happen to be the silver longsword we're looking for.
no, it's just a silver longsword.
Wanted to ask.
I'll grab it if Clover doesn't want it.
Longsword is too big for me.
I'll take it.
Okay. They also have this like piece of parchment essentially that has late basically just an order giving them rights of the Inquisition.
Love it. Perfect. I'd like to keep that.
Yeah, and it does have a seal with the Inquisition symbol on the bottom.
Any jewelry, watches, earrings?
Wedding ring.
Rolly at.
I'll say Hooknose does have some jewelry on him. He has a pocket watch specifically that kind of hangs out of his pocket. That's this like gold ornate looking pocket watch. And as you open it up, you see like the moons moving around, and you get the sense that this kind of tracks the cycle of the moons.
Ooh.
But besides that, there's nothing. Did you just rip your headphone?
No, I just ripped my bookmark.
Oh.
I'm sad about it.
Oh no.
Okay.
So, pocket watch with the moons. No loved one's image in there that we need to.
Not that you see.
I guess as we finish up looting the bodies, I'm gonna look at Finnick and say, should we put the bodies in the bag of holding?
Probably. Who knows? Maybe
Trying
those
was
uniforms
the-
will come in handy later.
Trying is the important part of what I said to Gil.
Because we just cut behind Gormrog and Finnick and Clover just stuffing bodies into the bag of holding.
Well, while the strong
Blood's
people
everywhere
handle
across the floor.
bodies- Yeah, while the strong people handle the bodies, I'm gonna be prestidigitating all of the blood off the floor. You know, we were never here.
Okay.
Also, the owners.
Alrighty then. Where should we go? There's gonna be more of them soon.
Well, then hurry up and get your kids out of here.
They're already outside.
We can bring them back to the airship? No? Yes? No?
I don't even know who this guy is. I just y'all looked like you cared about him.
Oh yeah, whisper,
Or-
Gil, whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to figure out where your kids are, because outside is vague, and in the presence of other people like the two of them.
Why were they after you and gonna hurt you or take you away?
I was here to find someone that I thought could help, but they're not exactly a part of the churches here, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had heard some information, so I guess that got to them somehow.
And then I'll go over and cast a first level cure wounds on the Goliath guy.
Well, that didn't go well.
Well, great, they're gone.
12 hit points back, full. 12 hit points.
Okay, so with that battle concluded, we're going to go ahead and jump into our break, as it is 10:30, because that went really fast. So we will be right back. Stick around. We'll be right back. Love you, geeks. Hey everyone. Sorry for the interruption. Switch or whatever just decided to stop working. Nothing like tech issues.
well-oiled machine.
Yeah, only the best. Can everyone hear us? Is everyone here still? Give me a little confirmation before we jump back in. Don't forget to check out Factor while we wait. % off.
Factor, what's that?
Nick is here. Woo! The
Hi,
best.
Nick.
Who?
He's awesome.
Gedgmo.
All right. All right. So, picking up where we left off, what do you guys want to do?
I don't know if we ever decided what we're gonna do with Gil.
I don't. Should I? Can you help me or no?
With what?
I mean, you just killed these two. They're gonna be coming after.
And we cleaned up the mess.
Would you have rather us not helped you out? Let's just backtrack a second here.
Kind of takes a step back from you. I mean, I appreciate it, but what am I supposed to do now?
Well, it's clear whatever you're here for is getting you into trouble.
Some heroes you are. And he turns and starts to walk out.
And we just saved your ass.
He walks out.
We're the reason his kids are still alive. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Let's plant these bodies wherever he stays tonight.
Goliath's still here.
He walks out shortly afterwards. Looks towards you as he's getting ready to exit.
I'm
You're welcome.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you're welcome.
motion to the. Like, is the urn still on the table? Like, did he forget his wife?
Oh no, the urn has been taken.
Okay.
It was drugs the whole time.
It's just sued.
I'm distraught over this. I'm very upset.
Fucking prick. I'm gonna take 5 gold, toss it towards the innkeeper. Like you didn't see anything.
Okay. Try.
You'll try what?
They have ways of getting information out of people.
Well, the name's Gil.
Okay. I'll let them know.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Not bad people. We really just want.
No, I think you should do that.
I love spicy. I love spicy. Is the wrong word, but I love sassy whisper. Yeah.
I'm
Right?
just gonna look at everyone and to the airship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't a total waste to come here. I got a lot of information and
Yeah.
Did we disguise ourselves before we leave here? Is it dark out?
The sun is setting. It's not dark out yet though.
I can help make us sneakier as we go back to the airship.
It's probably a good idea.
And I will cast without a trace on us.
Right. With that, we'll go ahead and roll stealth checks for me.
+10.
I got a natural 20. +10, +10.
Oh.
I rolled a 40 stealth.
Clover just vanishes out of existence.
Oliver just blinks into the ethereal plane.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. What did everyone roll?
25.
Okay. Sure.
24.
Well, Finnick.
I rolled a 15.
All right. So,
So wait, we have a +10.
Yes.
Oh, was it a group stealth check? Because I think my 40 really brings her out.
yeah, you're fine. You guys are fine.
You're teaching me how to hide again.
So as you all exit out of the inn, the streets now people are disappearing at the shops, doors are being shut, shops are being shuttered. You see people like running down alleyways to escape. The streets are clearing out. But as you all slip out of the inn and begin to make your way towards the airship, you hear in the distance the sound of multiple people running closer towards the inn. But you all sneak off, making your way back towards the airship. Eventually, at one point, you have to like duck into an alleyway as another group of guards and Inquisition members make their way past you. But with the group stealth, you guys are fine. You're not going to be seen at all. I will say, Clover, as this group passes by, you see the armor of members of the Inquisition. You see like the city guard armor, and in that group you see 2 members of the Platinum Guard kind of running with them.
Okay. Let everybody know. It's weird anymore.
All right. But in short order, you find yourselves back at the airship and are reunited with Tristan.
The large group that just passed with all the guards, were they saying anything as they ran past?
No, they were just running.
Okay. Okay.
When you get back, if you see Tristan, he's been spending his time with no one there, working on trying to meet some of the people on deck, bottom end, learning more how to use the cannons.
Okay.
That's what he was doing while they were gone, and just trying to get to know more of the fighters, like the people who, not the fighter like hand fighters, the cannon fighter, and people, the people who know what they're doing, like when things go wrong, trying to find the coordinators and people who roll with each other to figure out how to defend.
Right. I guess
He's just been trying to figure out how they do things while he's there.
Okay. So the 4 of you make your way up onto the airship. You see Tristan there, with, learning some of the systems of the ship. But what do you guys want to do?
Tristan, you missed out.
I just see a large bruise on the side of my face.
Oh yeah, I look rough too.
What?
A little bit of blood coming out of Whisper's nose.
Looks around. What in the fuck happened?
We ran into the Inquisition.
Oh, there was stuff that happened before that, and you just get right to the juicy part.
Mm-hmm.
Build up.
Did they attack you?
No.
So who are we fighting?
We fought.
Killed. If we're just gonna skip the build up to the story.
Really want to skip it? You could just pull them out of the bag.
I'm not carrying it.
Okay,
I just like pull like a hand out of the bag, and then I put it back in and shut the bag of holding.
As you pull a hand out of the bag of holding, the captain from up on the
Twitches.
from up where the helm is this something we should be concerned about?
Wait, who are you?
The captain of the ship.
Oh. Probably. Yeah.
Do we
You know
want to take
nothing.
off?
Do they know? Do they know that we're attached to the ship though? Like,
Like this will be our ship soon.
Hold on. What in the fuck is happening right now? What is going
We
on?
were trying to help a guy. Shit went sideways. We killed the people attacking us. And
they
now
attacked first.
I
Yeah.
did kind of tell them to leave.
They punched Gormrog and then tied him up. We had to save him.
We were trying to help a guy. We ended up killing the guys who attacked. And then the guy basically was like just ungrateful and said fuck you and left, and now the Inquisition might be looking for us.
And
And I'm gonna join a monster killing guild.
I'm gonna audition.
Yeah.
For me, what is happening right now?
It's a fair
This
question.
does not feel right.
No, that pretty much sums it up. That's the whole story.
See, I
So
don't
what
think
are-
that we told anyone that this was our ship. So if they're looking for us, they won't know that we're attached to the ship, especially if we wear disguises.
Mm-hmm.
But we stealth
and-
back pretty.
Hey, do we
Pretty
need
well.
Tristan
disguises?
wasn't involved. Tristan was not involved, so
So we're just gonna tell everybody that this is his ship.
And he hears all this. going
congrats,
on,
buddy.
and
And I
he-
smack him on the back.
And he's like kind of like lightly taking one step back, one step forward. His scales are lightly glowing and going back and forth and just trying to figure out what's happening. And goes, so what are we? Is there something? Are we in trouble? Do we have to leave?
No, we're all right for
We
now.
can't leave yet.
But we need to be careful.
The captain kind of makes her way down to join your group. So if I'm understanding what you're saying, you've killed 2 members of the Inquisition.
No.
Oh.
No.
2 members of the Inquisition have disappeared from a location you were at, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. People have seen all of you get off of this ship. This is a public area. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
They may not have seen you come back, certainly, but if this Inquisition has the communication and intelligence ability that I would assume it does, that doesn't absolve this ship from any suspicion.
To be fair, except for
This is why-
Gormrog, all of us were disguised. Left tonight.
Right, but they saw those disguises come off this ship, correct? You exited
Yeah.
disguised from the ship.
You'd have to ask that.
All I'm saying is, your steps you've taken, while admirable, not quite sure how long they'll be able to keep the ship safe. Something to keep
Okay,
in mind.
So hear me
As
out.
said,
We
we're not
fly.
in trouble yet.
We fly to a different location. We paint the ship and put a new name on it, and then come back.
That's
I don't think
certainly
we
an
need to
option.
do all that yet. We're not innocent bystanders anymore. But we're not in trouble. We need to be careful moving forward, but we don't need to go anywhere just yet.
Very well. What is your plan with Citrin? I understand he's meeting us at some point?
Um,
It was a Finnick thing.
yeah, I have like no spell slots left. I can contact him in the morning. But I believe I was just supposed to reach out whenever we were ready to meet with him.
Okay. So I will ask this: what is the plan then?
Just lay low until we don't have the choice.
Take a nap. Join the Slayer's Take. Meet up with Citron.
Was there any desire to find the reason we came here?
Yeah. Unfortunately, information is lacking and people are rather tight-lipped around here.
I think it might be in Platinum Dragon Temple.
I mean,
You
when
think it's
we
gonna be
meet
that
with
easy?
Citron, we can always ask.
Citron's probably going to be our best line to that. But we only had a few days advantage on Reyna and Sammy. So hopefully tomorrow we'll hear from Citron and or Pike while we're making friends with the Slayer's Take.
Okay. Well, if that is the plan, is your kind of rubber temple. I suppose get your rest and we'll regroup in the morning.
Do we have a way to contact the captain?
I'm on the ship.
If we're not on the ship,
No, I
do
don't.
we have a way to
You
communicate?
don't have a way to communicate with her besides sending. Or don't you have the sending stones?
I have
That's what I'm
one that
asking.
connects to Polaris.
Right, that's what it was.
Wait, you what? Oh, um,
Should I want to Whisper's gonna step away from the captain and closer to the group. So what if they attack us on the ship in the middle of the night while we are resting?
That's why we're.
And the ship, can we rest in the sky?
I don't know. That's a thing the city is going to let us do.
Also
Hmm.
seems a little suspicious.
It does.
Just take watch.
I can take the first watch.
I'll stay up all night.
Armag, you should get some rest.
I will.
You shouldn't. You should get some rest in case it comes down to them
I
fighting.
have a potion of watchful rest. I can stay up all night and get a long rest.
Oh. This is. I'm still very confused of what's happening, but I can see it on all your faces, and Gormy, yours especially. Something is wrong.
Yeah. The Inquisition is a team led by Phoenix family that has way too much power in this city and has everybody on edge and scared and hiding from each other. And they've sown distrust and malice throughout the entire city, and they're pretty much crushing everybody under their thumb under the guise of a god while really being under the servitude of something else. Something is wrong. And we've proven today that we can stop at least two of them at a time. But it's not enough. We need to do more. But we also need to be careful about how we're going about it. Right now, we need to rest. But tomorrow, maybe we'll get some information from Citron and Pike about where to find Finnick's parents, where to find the sword, who might be an ally, who might not. The worst case scenario, we join up with the Slayer's Take and we go kill some monsters. Make a little extra
Make some
coin.
money. Yeah. Oh, I still need to pick up my cloak.
Tristan
too.
walks closer up to Gormrog and puts his head up his forehead to his forehead. He goes, "You don't look well.
I don't
There's
like
clearly-
gods.
There's clearly something going on right now.
We're in a city
You're
controlled by them.
Yes, and I'm hearing what you're saying. I need you to rest. I will stay up. I will not sleep. You need to get your rest. I will stay
I have
up.
a
I will stay
potion that
close to
lets
you.
me do that.
I get that, but we can save that. I will stay up and I will wake you up. If I need to, I will stay close to you. We will all.
It doesn't make
No one-
sense because then you'll
Guys.
just be exhausted.
Neither of you have to stay up all night. There are 5 of us.
And then Tristan hears that and kind of like has a little shudder, and goes to turn to say something and looks and makes dead eye contact for the first time in like forever, and just shies away and stays there, but all thoughts of his brain just wiped out, and just looks at Gormog, gives it a nod.
Love is right. You take first watch. And I'll pat him on the head instead of putting my forehead to his, and I'll walk away.
Is sleeping time?
I'll take this watch too.
What are you doing, Finnick?
I guess I'll just go find a place to. I'm gonna follow Gormrog.
Okay. So if you're following Gormrog, Whisper, what are you doing since you're the only one alone?
I'm gonna go to the kitchen and see if there's anything I can eat before I try to find a corner to pass out in.
Yeah, I'll say the cook has kind of set up some of these like dried and aged meats with a little bit of cheese platter that's kind of been sliced up and laid out, as well as this bread that's a little old but has been cut up as well and it's kind of laid out just as like snack and snack meal for anyone that gets hungry and at night.
I take the part of the sausage that isn't cut up to go.
Okay. All right, you make your way off to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Gormrog and Finnick, what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm just like once Gormrog gets to his room, I'm just gonna sort of knock on the frame and look inward. Can I come in?
What's up?
I just wanted to apologize because I feel like I might have been the one who instigated a fight.
Yeah, right. I was planning on fighting him anyway. I was just hoping to do it with words instead of fists.
I was the one who told them to leave. And when
Were you?
I didn't, I was, and when I didn't speak up, I feel bad that you took the brunt of everything that hit you. Or the brunt of... I'm sorry that it was my fault that you got punched. And beaten and tied up. I feel bad for not coming forward about it, but I probably would have been in the same position that you were.
Apology accepted. And think nothing of it. You are one of the fists of fate. And I will take a punch for every one of you. Willingly, gladly. It means you get to do something other than get hit. Like, hit them. And ultimately, that is what happened. So, you're fine.
Yeah, I have the habit of carrying unnecessary guilt, but I still felt like I should apologize for it.
Relatable.
Can I sleep in your room tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of room here. I was just gonna sit on the floor with my back to the wall anyway.
Just with all this going on, you seem to ease my nerves. So I feel safe around you.
I am happy to hear that. That means a lot.
And then I just sort of turn away and look for a spot to lie down.
Okay. Clover and Tristan. As sun sets across the deck, the light kind of washing away into nighttime. A pair of you keep an eye out on the city. Would both of you roll perception checks for me?
26.
24.
Damn. All right. All right. I will keep that number in mind. Anything you two would like to do during this time?
I'm gonna walk up to Tristan. Listen, I know that we've got a lot going on, and this might not be the right time to do this, but I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing the other night. I didn't mean to make you mad at me.
He tries to look up and look her in the eyes, and he stops and looks back down. I'm not mad at you at all.
Well, if you're not mad, why have you been avoiding me? Every time you walk in my direction, the second you notice me, you turn and walk away.
It's hard, okay? And you see his scales vibrate a little bit, his eyes start to flash, and he gets a little lightly more aggressive than he wants to be. He goes, "It's not you, it's not it wasn't a thing at first, and then the more time more time that we spend together, the more that you just look and remind me of her, okay? And it's
Of who?
I miss her, Constance, so much. I don't know if she's alive. I don't know if she's around. I don't know if I'm forgotten. But I think about her every single day. She is, and he tries to look up and she's the love of my life. It wasn't supposed to be that way. We were We were a match to marry against our wills. We were against it at first, then the more time we spent together, the more time we realized that we were meant to be. And as soon as we realized that, I was snatched and gone, and my whole life changed.
And then what? You just back for her?
I woke up half dead. I woke up half dead, and I woke up to my best friend now. And I learned a new way of life of how to forget things like that. They taught me to forget. It's not worth it. It's not how you survive. They taught me to be strong. If I let that consume me, I will be dead very soon. And if I'm dead, I show no purpose to them. But I
guess
have
it-
not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I guess this whole time I just thought that you and I were getting closer. But,
I'm not getting closer because every time I look at you and the way that you act, the way how strong you are, the way you're not scared to say anything you want to say to anyone, that's who she was. That's who she is. That's who she.
I know what it's like to love someone and not know if they're alive. I get it. Or if they just gave up on me. I mean, Felix, I've known him longer than I've known anyone in my entire life. We've never gone more than a couple of weeks without talking to each other. So for him to just up and disappear without saying anything, it doesn't feel right. And then my family, my real family, I was separated from them before I was even old enough to remember who they were. But I know they existed because I see them all the time in my dreams. But they feel like memories. And I have so many questions for them. Like, who are they? Was I taken from them? Have they spent any of this last 17 years looking for me? So I get it. But I guess I feel a little bit more like Constance in this scenario, wondering if anyone is ever going to come looking. And that's why I came on this journey to begin with. And we got so close when we met Quell and he told us about Melora. We were right there. But I got scared. I'm scared to get my hopes up. I'm scared to hear something I don't want to hear. So I jumped on that opportunity to go on that quest with Bramble. Because as long as I was doing something important, I wasn't running from my fears. But I was. And now we're on a much more dangerous mission. And what if I die before I ever get a chance to go to the Feywild and see where I come from? And maybe who I come from? I can't let that happen. I need to know what happened to me and how I got here. And so do you. You deserve to know what happened to you and how you got here. So let's find Constance. If she is dead, I'm really sorry, but at least you'll know. You won't be carrying around that weight anymore, and you can look at her and see her, even if you're just like honoring her, at least you'll know. But she might be alive. She might be looking for you. She might be waiting for you to come to her. You can't just, you have all of this anger. You can't just hold on to that.
As she's speaking, he sits down. Just sits down. He takes his vest and rope and off and just like aggressively just puts his swords down to the floor to the left of him.
Clover's gonna sit down next to him and put her hand on his knee. I get how scary it is not knowing what to find, but you obviously can't move. So let's make a deal. If you help me find my parents, I'll help you from a distance. We can do this together.
And before he says it, you see a couple of tears start to fall from his eyes, glowing from reptilian to regular. You really think she's still alive and wants me?
I think that you will never forgive yourself for.
And he looks up and he gives the first sturdy eye to eye look. His eyes still going from reptilian to regular, glowing back and forth, but trying to keep steady eye contact. I accept. And the hand that she has on his knee, just takes the hand off her knee and then doesn't grasp it hard, but grasps it, turns it, and then bows.
Clover's gonna pull him into a hug. And then sit back and say, I hope one day someone loves me the way that you distance. But for now, I'm glad to just be here. She cries a little bit. Sorry, you guys knew that I had to laugh at some point.
Tristan's going to sit back after the hug. Thank you.
I don't really
They
have
say,
anything to say. Oh,
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
it's they just say that sometimes you have to deal with it head on.
Yeah, it's time for both of us to deal with it head on. stop hiding behind helping everybody else. I'm gonna go finish the watch over there now. But please stop avoiding me. I miss you. All right. Walks away.
As she turns and takes a couple steps, he goes, "I'm sorry I've been ignoring you. I promise that won't happen." And then he gets up and turns and looks back, and then waits for her to walk away for him to walk the opposite way.
Yeah, she just walking.
So, Clover, as you go and take your post watching over the ship, you stand there for a moment. The night is relatively quiet, considering probably a bit more quiet than it's been the previous nights you spent in Vasselheim. There seems to be a tension that's kind of coming over the city, and it only amplifies the tension you kind of feel now on the deck of the ship. But with a 25 perception, you do notice a bit of movement around the edge of the docks where you're currently stationed. You see someone intentionally hiding in attempting to be stealthy, hiding in the shadows. There's not much you can see of them. They have a like this brown hooded cloak kind of pulled up over their head. You see them kind of leaning back in the shadow of a building, just watching the ship.
How bad, Tristan? Kristen?
I'm not far. I literally turned back around. Yeah, and I think it's more that. Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
Someone down there.
And his eyes go from regular to reptilian straight up, and looks. I rolled. I forgot what I rolled. I know it was
It's fine.
20 something.
With Clover pointing him out to you, you see him.
Okay. And do I see intentions, like obviously intentions on the ship?
I mean, it seems like he's there, sitting there. It's not like he's eyeing the ship, but he's, in the air. He's definitely giving off a little bit of a suspicious vibe. Definitely look like he's trying to hide and stay in the area.
I think that we should, and he's gonna kind of walk close, but not all the way to the border. But he's gonna start walking to the edge, like he's gonna nonchalantly be looking over, as if he doesn't know what's going on, being inconspicuous. And I think we should alert the others. He says it in a very low voice to her direction.
Yeah. I'm sure no one's really. I'm gonna stay here and keep an eye on him. You go wake everybody up.
He looks over the border for a second, just kind of looking around as if he just looking at the scenery. Tries to look directly at that person to see if they make eye contact back.
Okay. Doesn't seem like they're looking directly up at the deck of the ship to eyes with you.
Can I make any kind of check to see anything else before I walk away, while I'm looking over the edge of the ship? Any surroundings?
What are you looking for?
Just any more suspicious people that would look suspicious to Tristan.
I mean, you rolled really well the first time. I think you rolled like a 24 or something like that. So I would say you don't see anyone else. Like there's a few people that kind of move in the night as it's kind of darkened now, and you see a couple people like walking down the street, but no one. Like this guy's clearly a little suspicious, so that's why you noticed him.
All right. So, trusting that she knows, has her eye. She's stealthy. I'm gonna go and go right to whoever is closest of our group as I'm walking, but not being rushed. I'm not walking fast. I'm just
That'd probably Whisper. The other two being in a room.
okay. I'm gonna find Whisper or walk up to her, like a regular deal. Is she standing, sitting?
Passed out
Mm,
in the plate,
yeah.
food all over her.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit down. Oh, sorry. Sit down and go. Look back, like what is supposed to look to be obvious for her. Like, I'm pretty sure that someone is watching the ship. I am not 100%, but I'm pretty sure someone's watching the ship.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab like a little small piece of food off the plate. And I don't know if it's all, but I'm a small little morsel.
Well, wake me up if they attack. And I lie back down.
Just facing a loaf of bread.
You're taking so much more food. And then I'm going to immediately go right to the Gormy's room.
Finnick being asleep, Gormrog will have moved closer to her. But is also asleep, just with his back to the wall, just sitting on the floor.
Do you knock or you just enter, Tristan?
I just
Bust
enter.
open the door.
I just enter.
Okay.
Honestly, I do think he's in the room. Like, burst open the door is probably the perfect. I literally just open the door and walk in.
And how close are you two?
Full feet apart. Like I imagined you were in a bed or a hammock or something. I'm on the floor.
Or well, as soon as I don't see them at first. As soon as I open the door, like I do burst in, and he goes, "Gormy, we have a situation." And then sees Finnick and just does not even thinking, just yes, okay, yes, guys, we have an issue. We have an issue right now.
Fight?
No, I don't. Clover saw somebody looking out over the edge. I noticed as well. They look very suspicious. I don't see anybody else, but there is somebody outside who is eyeing our ship not properly.
Hey, hang on. I'm coming. Do not grab my stuff and head up on the deck. Meet up with Clover.
Fill me in. And I just like in my half asleep state sort of roll over.
Is the guy still there?
Yeah, still there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point him out.
How long's he been here?
I noticed 3 or 4 minutes ago.
All right. And he's been alone the whole time?
Since my eyes have been on him, he has been alone.
Joe,
Yes.
is there a way to sneak out of the airship and around behind the guy without him noticing us?
It would be very difficult, but you can certainly try.
May I suggest a path to do so for our stealthy friend?
By all means, the path.
I don't know. You tell me. It's
Oh.
theater of the mind. If I could see it, I'd tell you. Basically, Clova, if you could sneak up behind him while I walk out of the airship regularly. Either you grab him as he tries to run, or we could see if he tries to alert anybody, or maybe he's friendly. Maybe he tries to contact us.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Whisper and Finnick are still sleeping? Yes? Please confirm, Whisper and Finnick. Okay, thank you. Tristan is invisible. Cool. So I guess it's just the two of us.
Okay. If that's the case, so the way the ship is docked is you have the ship that's kind of landed in this circular center dock area, and there is like a dock that comes up and meets the side of the ship and has like this landing space that then leads to a set of stairs that go down and then down again. So if you wanted to sneak out, you could attempt to go out from the rear of the ship using that staircase as kind of obfuscation from your descent, and then but you're gonna have to make some checks to try and get down that way.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Tristan either you keep watch over us with the arcane cannons, or you come with me as I slowly, casually, nonchalantly walk around the docks and then happen to stumble in front of him.
I'm sorry, before I choose, what did I miss anything important in the last like 20 seconds?
Clover is stealthing around to get up next to this guy.
Okay.
We're gonna be the distraction, like eye-catching thing. Either you stay up here and keep an eye, or you come with me to just walk to, survey the perimeter of the ship. Patrol, as it were.
I'm going with.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going. For me, I'm going with you. Let's go.
Cool.
All right. So you both departing at the same time. What's the plan here?
Yeah, we'll walk together.
Oh, wait, so before we go, because I know that before. I'm sorry, because I missed a second. When he left it, she said she wanted to be informed. I wanted to say something to Finnick before getting to Gormog, or before we go do that.
What do you want to say?
So she said, be informed that there's someone very suspicious outside. I'm just gonna go back out there to figure out what's going on. I'm not sure exactly at all what happened. I only know a little information, but I do know that there's something not right going on out there. So I'm just gonna go get with Gormog and figure out what's happening.
Yeah, no, shit's kind of fucked in this town. Just being real with you.
When I saw your faces before you guys talked, I kind of figured something is happening. So let's.
Yeah. Well, don't keep them waiting.
Right.
Sorry.
And then turns and then goes and out here.
So Gormrog and Tristan, you're gonna make your way down the ramp as Clover starts to go down the side.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Is my path is my path going to take more time than
Yes,
theirs?
definitely take a long.
So
We're also going to walk slower.
Well, if you can hear me out for a second, I think it makes sense for you guys to keep an eye on this guy while I start my movement, so that if he moves, let me know or something. So if you guys, maybe if I can get a 5-minute head start, and then you guys start moving.
Yeah, we'll give you a head start. Once I know you're down safely and still hidden.
Okay.
Um.
All right. If that's the case, Clover, I'm gonna need you to start first and foremost with a stealth check.
27.
Okay. You feel pretty stealthy.
Wait, hold on. Let me make clear. Yeah, 27.
You slip into the shadows of on the deck of the ship and begin to move your way back towards the rear. Get a little. Suspense. Now, as you make your way towards where you're going to be able to climb down, kind of lift yourself up over the railing, I need you to go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check as you leap off.
Acrobatics all day. Sorry, I'm always going to choose acrobatics. That was a 21.
Okay. You get up on the edge of the ship before launching yourself off. You reach out and grab onto some of the wood that makes up this large stanchion. Begin to climb your way down. I'm going to need one more acrobatics check from you as you proceed down.
That one was a 19.
Okay. Slowly begin to descend, leaping across as quietly as possible. Your paws, as they hit against the wood, the sound of your fur kind of muffles each step. You hear just the faintest of sounds with your giant ears. Eventually, you make your way back down to the floor, remaining in the shadows for the moment, and begin to loop your way out and around.
As I land, before I start looping out, I would like to make a quick perception check.
Okay.
Just of my area as it stands.
Okay, roll a perception check.
That was 18.
Okay. As you glance around, the guy is currently out of sight from you because of it's being blocked by the ship. But as you look around, the streets are relatively quiet. You hear the faint sounds of footsteps, kind of echoing down the streets towards you, because this is like a circular space, so sound kind of echoes in the area. As your nose kind of sniffs the air, it's cold, but there's nothing really sticking out at the moment.
Okay, cool. Just making sure it's safe.
I need you to go ahead and roll another stealth check for me. Move out and around.
It's another 21.
Okay. You dash from shadow to shadow, keeping as quiet as possible with your silent footfalls. You move down an alley of the street, looping around to where you expect this guy to be. And that is where we're going to jump to Gormrog and Tristan.
So, keeping an eye on the guy in the alley. Just gonna counting in my head. As I just look around. I'm really just looking at him. I'll wait. I'll wait. And I'll wait. And I'll look at Tristan and I was like, let's take a walk. And just slowly, casually, just walk down the ramp and just sort of make as if we're just taking a stroll.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on him.
As you begin to make your way down the ramp, you see him kind of push up from his position in the shadows and begin to make his way out and down the street.
Away from us?
Yep. He's not running.
Clover?
He's not running. He's just casually just kind of leans up out from the wall, begins to turn and walk down the street.
Any sign of Clover?
Now, roll a perception check.
That is not high enough.
Nope, you don't see Clover anywhere. Clover, with your massive passive perception, you hear the sound of footsteps that are trying to be quiet, moving closer towards you.
Who do I see?
As you kind of peek out, you see the hooded figure kind of moving towards you.
Oh, okay. I am going to find a tree to hide behind.
Not many trees in the city, at least not in this area. You're kind of more like muddy streets and boxes and carts and stuff, but not...
Okay, I'm just gonna. I want to make sure I'm trying to get a glimpse of his face as he comes towards me, but I'd still like to try my best to be hidden in shadows.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me. What did
Okay. 25.
Okay. What is Tristan and Gormog doing?
I want to be walking fast enough that we're closing the distance, but not like running at him.
Hmm.
Like I still want to have an air of nonchalance, and like I don't want to arouse suspicion, but I do want to be like gaining on him at least a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Tristan's also going to be watching, like, because Gormog's leading, he's going to be looking around and behind us to see if we're being followed.
All right. Roll a perception check, Tristan.
Yes, sir.
Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Okay. You don't notice anybody trying to tail you at this moment. Clover. As he's getting closer, you see his eyes are like kind of look back in the direction where he hears Gormrog and Tristan, though his head doesn't turn. You just see him kind of like trying to clock them out of his peripheral. But as he gets close enough to you now, you see these
Big is he?
he's about 6 foot tall. You see this dark reddish skin. And you see like this flared wide nose, long black hair kind of underneath the hood. And like the besides that, not much. But this is a hobgoblin. You have seen this kind of person before.
Oh, wasn't there a hobgoblin with Finnick and Whisper when we met them?
Yep.
They were known to Marie Lynn.
Yep.
What was his name?
I don't remember at this moment.
Am I able to see Tristan and Gormrog at this point, or hear them at this point?
Yeah, you can hear them moving closer. His name was Gal.
Val, right.
And how close is the hobgoblin to me?
He's moving in your direction. You're kind of hidden in the shadows along his path. You can wait till he's right in front of you, or jump out earlier than that.
No, I wanna, once he's about, I would like to have Tristan and Gormrog in my sight, but if not, that's fine. I'm gonna wait until he's about 10 to 15 feet away from and then hey, what's up?
As you say that, immediately starts running.
Me too.
Okay.
Running? Yeah. Hell yeah.
In which direction? Is he running past me? Is
Yeah, he
running
doesn't. He heard your voice and was going in that direction, so he just starts booking.
Oh, so he's gonna run right into me.
He's gonna run past you. Yeah.
Well, he's.
You
if
said he was
runs
walking
past
towards her.
me,
Right.
If he runs past me, then I'm gonna get an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Okay.
But it is now midnight, so that is where we're gonna call it for the night.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
God damn it. We can play for a few more hours, right?
You know, I might have to call out of work tomorrow. I've been feeling.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, my car won't start. That's so funny.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. First and foremost, make sure to check out our sponsors, Factor. You can get 50% off your first box and 2 free wellness shots for life by using our link below and in the chat. Also, check out SonCraft. Our code is NAG. You get $2 off your first 3 months of subscriptions. Yeah, I said that right. Also, Crit Awards. Please nominate us for as many things as you can. We would love it if you showed the love for us. And that would be amazing.
Yeah, help put our name on the map.
Yes.
Just
let more people know about what we're doing out here.
let them know.
Yeah. You can check us out tomorrow with Spell Shots, and Wednesday with Queer and Present Danger, and then next week, Monday, we have Goodberry Cafe, and we'll be back a week after that with another episode of Forging Fates. So, I got nothing else. Do you guys got anything?
Don't forget we
Happy
love you, geeks.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yes, 2 years. Thank you, everyone that's stuck with us this long. I got nothing else. If you guys got nothing else.
No.
What's
All
it?
right.
Keep following us.
Love you,
Please.
geeks. Good night.
Bye.